lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now Fields. He's airing it out for Williams. A contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They run the counter. Peyton. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Fields. Being chased out. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Justin Fields. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. The defense going to blanket the field. 6 now in the secondary here for 3rd and 15. Young now. And that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
And now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Billy Joe Dupree, 54 yards. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. From the gun, here's Fields. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
First, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
47 is the mic.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got his tight end. It's Dupree. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Falcons ready to take over. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of
pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Young. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Young on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just 1 kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. the practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now, to put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Fields throwing again. And they are 3 for 3 on two-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. To throw again on second down. Young, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw, Young. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really good.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.